flag max, dash positive, dash positive.
Good evening, everyone. Well, this is new. Welcome along to the League Racing TV. Welcome, of course, along to the EML Season 5 launch show. We are here tonight to reveal everything that is good about the Esports Masters League, of course, with it being PlayStation only, first and foremost. My name is James Head. You can actually see me for once on League Racing TV, the first time I think that's ever happened. Joining me in the commentary box, though, I did promise some special guests. We'll run them in group order. It is Mr. Lesty. I was hoping he'd reply. There we go. Mr. Colin R. Mason.
Evening all.
And Mr. Kieran Humphreys, EML Premier 2 Drivers Champion.
Hello.
And there we go. There are the introductions over and done with, which I think is the absolute madness of what this stream is going to probably entail. We are going to run through the stream in just a second, but the first and foremost thing, of course, that advert, the FGT Lite, and that is because we are once again going to be sponsored by Next Level Racing for season number 5 of EML, and indeed an exclusive here on the EML stream for season 10 of TML as well, which is going to be absolutely fantastic, and hopefully everyone will get on board with that. And of course, the advert that you saw with the FGT Lite, Mr. Kieran Humphreys, I believe, did not win. Did you win the Lite last season?
Honestly, not sure if I'm going to be brutally honest.
I'm not sure either, which I think is why I'm saying it live on the stream for everyone to try and listen to. But in terms of the FGT Lite, I know Devon, I think, picked up one, certainly for EML F1. I know EML F1 and F2 this season, both driver champions are going to be picking up the EML FGT Lite, the NLR FGT Lite. Goodness me, we're rebranding everything, I think, tonight. But that is fantastic, and hopefully it will bring that I can't even get my words out. This is live, you can tell. We will, of course, get into the stream in just a second. And yeah, I'm going to now pass on maybe to somebody else. But we are going to run through the commentators lineup, which is what we are going to run through. We'll run through everything. We'll wrap up everything towards the end of the stream as well. So you've got everything on hold. And speaking of the commentary lineup, I'm joined by Mr. Lesty for this part. And we can reveal that the Formula 2 lineup for this season is Mr. Scott Dodds, who's going to be the co-commentator too. Yourself, Lesty.
Yeah, back once again on EML F2. Really happy to still be going. It will be my, third season now. So yeah, really enjoy EML every year and looking forward to some more crazy action on the track.
Yeah, and of course, in terms of EML Premier 2 last season, I'll just bring this up for the benefit of absolutely everyone, to remind everyone of what was happening in Season 4 last season for Premier 2. Premier 1 as well on the left-hand side if you want to have a look at that. But ERT, we have got a member of the ERT team here, actually, which we can speak about in just a second. ERT won by 1 point from QRT last season. Juventus Racing, of course, in third on 288 points. And Leslie, from your perspective as commentator, with Elite Racing Team winning by a point and the man sitting onto the right-hand side of you, Kieran Humphreys, alongside us here in the commentary box, ERT, 319 points. Did they get lucky last season and beating QRT?
I wouldn't say lucky. I would say, I've over last season, I've massively boosted Kieran's ego with a lot of commentary on his side. But he done superb. But the others that raced alongside him, they done their bit. QRT done so well, but they just didn't have the driver of the likes of Kieran Humphreys.
Yeah, they certainly didn't. And Kieran, of course, I think bailed the team out in terms of their Premier 2 performance before, of course, he joined. And, of course, got Drivers' Championship last season as well. And Kieran, coming across to you, obviously being EML Premier 2 Drivers' Champion last season and ERT winning the whole thing as well, must have been a real good sense, I think, within that camp.
Yeah, I think no matter, winning both on my end and obviously us winning it collectively as a team, I think genuinely, I don't think once throughout the whole season I genuinely thought about the Drivers' Championship until everything was all over and done. I think the entire, outlook on it was that we just try and bring everything back together as a team. We did have some sore spots with Timo liking to put it in barriers and me liking to bottle in Brazil, but at the end of the season, it came together, luckily by 1 point, but it was all just about the working together and, putting in the time and effort together as a team, working on it all behind the scenes, and, well, it came together just about in the end, so can't complain.
Yeah, definitely can't complain. And I'm just trying to get up everything from Premier 2 last season. I believe it was Kieran, Nipro, yourself, Kieran, Nipro, Samba, Timo, and Tico who were part of the ERT team last season. And, of course, in terms of the Drivers' Championship, you wrapped up the points. 231 to 175 was closest for Izchak there in second, the BNLE representative there, the Dutchman, in second. And going ahead into F1 23, of course, Kieran, looking beyond potentially EML, what is your plans for F1 23? And are you enjoying the game so far?
I think some tracks are a lot nicer, some are a lot worse. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm a massive Monaco merchant, and the changes to the handling sadly have done nothing great for Monaco. So obviously that for me and my entire, joke of being that my only favourite track, it is a bit painful, but other than that, it is so much nicer to drive. Furthermore, I want to move across completely to PC this game, maybe doing a few, races here and there on PS, but main focus will be moving across to PC as I finally have the equipment to do that. So we'll see where it ends up. I mean, hopefully not in the wall every single week in PSGL, but minimum expectations are at least F5 on PC, maybe F4, but we'll see.
You might be the new Cameron Dowds, potentially a PC when you transfer over there. Of course, he started off, I think, in PC F4, obviously made his way up to PC F2, did very well there last season in PSGL. Of course, this is not PSGL, we may add as well. This is EML Season 5. And we have got, of course, Colin L. Mason alongside us in the commentary box as well. And Colin, Red Dragon Racing all the way down in 8th position, of course, rebranded from Esports Wales. 134 points to your name last season. What's the focus going into Season 5?
We definitely want to target top 3 in the championship. We did that 2 seasons ago, where we actually finished runner-up. And I genuinely think we've been chatting amongst the guys in the team with this new game, and it suits us all a lot more. We do seem to have gained a bit of pace. We did a social race earlier in the week, and we were all up there against quality drivers. So yeah, we're going into it quietly confident. We're hoping to beat IRT. They're our little rivals. We lost out to them last season by 1 point to get 7th. It's a good relationship with the lads in IRT actually. Boomji, Nathan, those two in particular. We got on really well. We're always having a little chat after the races and stuff. So they're top 3 and beating IRT is the target at the minute.
That's not a bad goal, I think, to set. Obviously, IRT finished a point ahead of you, which I think you're probably looking at them thinking, oh my god, you're the worst team in the world, I think, from last season in Premier 2. But obviously, with that sole focus, and of course, Mike, of course, bringing back into the commentary box, we'll come on to Mike as well a little bit later on for TML. Red Dragon Racing, though, how's the future looking, actually, for the team? Because obviously, I know you've been doing real-life events as well.
Yeah, it's going really well for us at the moment. Obviously now Mike's taken a step back and he's going to focus on content creation for the team and commentating. And now me and Hooky are going to take the lead. But we got some exciting drivers coming through. We've signed a few more no assist drivers as well. And yeah, it's looking really, really good. We're really excited for what we could do for the future for Red Dragon Racing.
Yeah, definitely so, and hopefully bettering that 8th position as well from Premier 2 last season. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Lesty, as well, for that part. We will now move on to revealing the point system, and anybody that has been familiar with EML in the past will realise immediately it is the same point system from last season, and of course every single place down to 19th position gets at least 1 point. Fastest lap will also get 1 point as well. First place, of course, getting 30, second place getting 25, third getting 20, then fourth and fifth, 17 and 15, and then down in 1 point increments from 6th all the way down to 19th position, which I think is really good. And Lesty, I'm going to come across to you for this one. The point system, I think, in EML, very different to what we see with other team events where they use the standard Formula 1 point system. Pretty much rewards every single team as long as the drivers are committed.
Yeah, it's really good in EML that every position offers up some points for the team, and it really motivates a lot of drivers to keep going, whether they've had a bad lap one or they've had a spin somewhere. They're off the field. It really motivates those drivers to keep going all the way to the end to get the crucial points for their team. It's something I love about EML because you get a lot more of the drivers staying in the race and sometimes even getting rewarded with a late safety car, which brings them fully back in and they're able to even capitalize on more points. So it's definitely a really good thing for EML.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think, obviously, with the rumour mill going about in terms of team changes and everything, Team as One, I know, have merged with a new French team. Talent Factory, apparently, are going to be signing up. I've heard Shazoo are going to be signing up. So there's plenty of opportunity for big-name teams out there to get involved. And with a point system like this, I mean, why wouldn't you try and get involved? It is PlayStation only. We have tried to test it on crossplay. Crossplay, as you may know, is broken on this game currently on F1 23. So we've taken the step back. We're going back to what we know best, and that is PlayStation only. And we will be welcoming, of course, every single, no matter what your background, what your team background is, we will welcome you as long as you're on the PlayStation platform, which I think is really good. Obviously, it's kind of objectifying the rest in terms of Xbox and PC for getting them out, but we've done testing, and I mean, crossplay, I can speak for my own experience. It is a little bit shabby, I've got to say, on this game at the minute. So it is PlayStation only, but we are going to be revealing the calendar very soon indeed. But before we reveal the calendar, let us take a break and admire the FGT Lite once again. Pending delivery and dispatch is what I've been told from Maze as well. But we will have a slight intermission break, 30 seconds, and we'll be back on the other side of this advert. And that was, of course, from our leading sponsors, our title sponsors, of course, Next Level Racing. You join me in my bedroom once again, me on camera once again. Hopefully you can see me. It is very dark here and very dull. What is known for, I think, in the north of England. But we are now ready to reveal, of course, the calendar for season number 5 of EML. There will be some similarities to the TML calendar as well, and I will reveal that on the TML stream, not to give any surprises away or anything. We will, as long as I can find which graphic it is on, we will get to the the calendar even. So here we go. Round 1, we start off home, and it is for the British Grand Prix, which I've got to say I'm very much looking forward to commentating around at Silverstone once again. Round 2 will see us go down under, where the women go and men plunder, and that is, of course, to the Albert Park Street Circuit in Australia for round number 2. And then for round number 3, we hop for it to Asia once again, and that is for the Japanese Grand Prix at the Suzuka International Circuit, the only figure of 8 circuit, of course, on the Formula 1 calendar. Round 4 takes us to Belgium, which is, of course, Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, the longest track on the F1 calendar, the dinosaur track as I know it as, and a very good track, of course, for racing. Round number 5 sees a brand new addition, and that is the Qatar Grand Prix. I believe that's going to be at midnight as well, so our first night race of the entire season. There will be more to come in terms of night races as well. Round 6, real life going on at the minute, and that is the Austrian Grand Prix, and that, of course, is around the Red Bull Ring, and that is, again, another good track for overtaking. Round 7, a little bit of a topsy-turvy track. It is Zandvoort, of course, with all of the banking, and a track that will really test the drivers to their absolute limit in terms of round 7. Round number 8 sees a normal, traditional season finale in Brazil become round 8 here in EML Season 5, with 2 rounds to go, of course, after Brazil. Round number 9, we will see the historic return to Imola, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which hopefully we don't get any rain at, judging by the intermediates on that Aston Martin. But round number 10, Jav said it in the comment section, if I see Vegas, I'm quitting. Guess you're quitting there, Jav. Las Vegas, round number 10 of the championship and the final round of the season for EML season number 5 for both Premier 1 or Formula 1 and Formula 2 as well. And there we have all of the dates and everything in your view right now. My voice is going, as you can tell, so I'm going to bring Colin in for this. And Colin, looking at that calendar, I mean, we have got a real host of who's tracks. Britain, Australia starting off the season, Emilia-Romagna and Imola and Las Vegas to end off the season. Pretty much a who's who of the best tracks, I think, on the game.
Oh, 100%. And I could see there'd be some cracking races around there as well. I'm very excited to see how the racing is going to be around Qatar and Las Vegas as well. Because there's a lot of long straights, a lot of quick sections on both tracks. I think that's going to be really interesting. I can see a lot of DRS chicken being played around those two. But there's some belters there. From a selfish point of view, from RDR's perspective, I can see quite a lot of favourites amongst our drivers there as well, which is good.
That is really good. I think this buoys the confidence potentially for Red Dragon Racing, I think, moving forward. And of course, we start off all of this on the 13th of September. You will notice that it is on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, of course, being the absolute pinnacle, I think, of EML F1 and F2 moving forward. All races are going to be at 8 PM UK time as well. So just to bring that into perspective, 8 PM UK time, Premier 1 and Premier 2, Formula 1 and Formula 2. I'm going to get the grips for the new names for certain. Lesty, from a comms perspective, any tracks that you like that you're going to be losing your commentary virginity at?
There's Qatar, Vegas, both of those two. Definitely going to be popping my comms cherries there. Qatar's going to be an interesting one. I've yet to actually get the game, so I have no idea what these tracks are like. But I'm really looking forward to Qatar. Australia, personally, I think that will be a cracking race. I always enjoy driving and commentating over that one. Imola as well. I'm not sure about Vegas being the last one. I do like a classic finish to the season, but I'm not going to judge it until we get to that final round. So for me, that's a brilliant calendar. I think it's really exciting. Got a lot of different style tracks there. And from a team perspective, NLR, we're going to go into that and we're going to look to do the best we can.
Yeah, definitely. So, answering some of the questions there in the chat as well. IJ has said, is it going to be 2 tiers again? Yes, I can reveal it is going to be 2 tiers once again for EML. Well, it's going to be EML F1 and F2. I believe EML F1. Let me have a look at my notes just to confirm all of this in terms of the assists and everything. I believe it's going to be no assists for F1 and F2. I believe it is going to be the assist tier, which I think is going to be very nice indeed. Opens it up to everyone. Opens it up to a wide range of teams as well. As I mentioned already, Shazoo Talent Factory rumoured to be already looking to try and sign up for EML. And the best thing about this is not only do the drivers like Kieran sitting to the right hand side of me, get, of course, the wheel at the end, there's also a prize pool for EML this season with an entry fee of £11, payable on qualifying night, of course. Qualifying night will happen on the 30th of August, so put that note in your diaries. 30th of August, literally just before everyone gets back to school here in the UK. There is a prize pool, however, for first and second position of £70 for first, and second place getting £30 as well, which I think is very nice from a team's perspective as well. Kieran, I'm going to come across to you, just wrapping up, of course, the calendar there. Any tracks that you think you're going to be favouring for ERT this season?
Honestly, not too sure. I really haven't seen too much except from an Imola race we had 2 days ago, so I've got no idea where the guys are strong, where they're particularly weak. I know obviously a lot of them have, a bit of a soft spot for Qatar. We have a lot of Dutch drivers, so again, Netherlands is probably going to be quite nice. I think inevitably everyone is going to be dreading Vegas, so I guess we'll just see how it goes at the end of the day. But I think for ERT in general, will be probably just Netherlands we're all quite looking forward to as a team.
Yeah, Netherlands, I think, was a very much a strong point, I think, for you last season in Premier 2, or certainly on the last game in EML and indeed in other leagues as well. Netherlands, I think, is going to be very nice indeed. Jav saying in the comment section there, scenes when quali track is Abu Dhabi. There is no confirmation about the Abu Dhabi track. There might be just rumours or whatever, or that might just be a fan fiction, I think, that Jav is giving us in the comment section. But there is no qualifying night track confirmed as yet. So just to confirm that, no qualifying track confirmed as just yet. The sign-ups as well are going to be open very, very soon. And in fact, we can actually reveal that the sign-ups are now open, because there we go. You can sign up there. You can scan the QR code, of course, on your screen. I'll leave that up for a couple of minutes so you can scan and so you can be absolutely fancy as anything. It is 2023, not living in the Stone Ages as me and Colin used to do with our Nokia bricks. But in terms of EML, this season, I think it wraps it up very nicely indeed. Sign-ups are now open, and there is a deadline of 8 PM UK time on the 2nd of August 2023. So you've got at least a month to get your team signed up, of course, to EML this season, which is going to be very, very nice indeed. And hopefully everyone will enjoy it. And of course, with the commentary team, everything now revealed, we can now pretty much relax and realise that I've got to do another stream in about 8 minutes time for TML, which is going to be revealed very soon indeed as well. Lesty saying apparently, Harley can't scan the code. Okay, he can't scan the code. Does he have a?
It's on his phone.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like technology maybe for his phone. Very strange.
No, it's just one too many chromosomes for Harley. Don't worry about him.
Can't say that. You can't say that. Harley's saying this.
Oh, I love him.
No, it's not. It is not a troll whatsoever. You can, however, though, look in the description on this very video, because I have managed to put everything in on this video. The Discord link is there for the Esports Masters League, so if you do want to invite anybody into the EML server, and indeed the TML server for that fact as well, you can invite everyone in. Probably easy to go through the description rather than try and scan the QR code, which apparently does not work, which I think is the flaw of Mr. Mays, who did that graphic for us. But we are now, I think, gonna pretty much leave it there, unless anybody has any thoughts, questions, concerns.
I just have to say Harley's my favourite manager, and Abdi's terrible.
How can you betray ELT like that?
It's fine. Harley will pay me.
He will. He actually will.
He better. I will leave Harley up to his devices, I think, to try and pay you, I think, for that. Jav saying in the chat as well, James, you like my idea? Hang on, what's the idea? What an idea. Bring me into the organisation team, says Jav. We'll have a think about that. I'm cannot confirm nor deny that's gonna happen. But yeah.
Also, James,
go on.
Did you reveal the F1 commentary lineup? I believe you may have jumped over that.
Oh God, no!
Who's commentating F1?
who is commentating F1. God almighty, I really hope that everybody... Yeah, I didn't do the F1 commentary on it. I'm so busy looking at myself in the camera that I failed to actually do that. So, there's F2. Just to confirm F2, Scott Dodds as co-coms and Lesty being the lead comms for Formula 2. There is Formula 1 commentary coming in the shape of, you might have seen him in the Italy social race in Monza, and that, of course, is Mr. Jamie Morris, otherwise known as IRT Indigo. He is going to be alongside... Well, can only be one. It's me. I'm going to be your lead commentator once again for EML season number 5 for this season. I cannot wait to get in the commentary box alongside Mr. IRT Indigo. And, yeah, I mean, cannot forget about myself being revealed as a commentator for EML. That is literally, I think, going to sum up the stream, maybe in a couple of words right there. But there we are. EML Formula 1. It is Mr. Indigo and myself going to be taking you to the stream for season number 5, which is going to be really good. I'm looking forward, as I say, to working with Indigo, and I'm looking forward to doing another season of EML as well. One of only 3 commentaries I'm actually doing on this game. The other 2 being, of course, on a Monday and a Tuesday, which you will... probably not hazard a guess as to what they might be, but I'm not going to reveal them on this stream. Jav is saying, who's James Head? He only knows James Goat. Thank you very much for that one, Jav. I will use that this season for season number 5. And Kieran saying, put in the NLR server to Nully Absy. Mr. Kieran, what are you trying to promote? Violence in the stream?
Yes.
Yes. I think
Yes.
before it gets too violent, I think we'll probably end it there. But, yeah, that has been the EML launch show. As I say, it is live, it is unfiltered. You know us by now, I think. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, tick the notification bell, of course. If you're brand new to the channel, you get to see me again once again. And you will get to see me once again in a couple of minutes' time, because we're going to be revealing the TML lineup as well, which means, A, I've got to get OBS ready for TML, and B, I'm going to end off the stream right here as well. And Jav is saying, Jav on comms will be a disaster. Okay, right. There is definitely a lot of bullying, I think, going on there in the chat. Top 3 predictions for F1. Do you mean EML or do you mean real life Formula 1? Because if it's real life Formula 1, I'm just going to go Verstappen, Verstappen, Verstappen. Yeah.
If it's EML, it's got to be NLR on top. Doesn't matter about the rest.
It doesn't matter about the rest. It really doesn't. No, I think it depends on who signs up. I think from an EML perspective, Shazoo should be up there. FER should be up there. Talent Factory, if they sign up, should be up there as well. PGS, I'll have to give them a mention because not only am I part of the team, I have to give them a mention on the live stream. PGS, I think, could be quite good. They've been signing some really good people as of late as well. VIR, I mean, looking at last season, I think it was very, very good. Juventus Racing have lost, of course, Yossi recently as well to another team. Talent Factory have scooped him up. So, Juventus may struggle, I think, this season as well. But, yeah, we're going to end it off here. Just not to bore you any further, because I know there's only 11 of you now tuning in on the live stream. But we'll end it off here. I've been James Said. Big thank you to Mr. Colonel Mason, to Leslie and to Kieran for joining me in the commentary box for the EML launch show. We'll be back very soon indeed, or I'll be back certainly very soon indeed for the TML launch stream. Thank you so much for watching.